Hey guys, this is Dawn Aronoff, and what I'm going to be talking to you guys today about is how to help people advance discount levels who are already on your team and help you also generate and increase your PGV constantly all of the time. And I couldn't figure out how you could see me and see the chart without being it backwards, so you're just going to listen to my voice. So first of all, congratulations to a great pay period, last pay period. A lot of you brought on a lot of new distributors and had 24-day challenge orders and all sorts of great things. So I think I'll probably move over and go to the chart. So in Advocare, we have 4 different discount levels. Somebody can get started at a 20%, a 25%, or a 20, 25, 30, or 40% discount. So what I want to do is talk about how those discounts work. So I'm going to come over here. I'm not going to be able to see myself, but hopefully this will be fantastic. So over here, what you can see is that you could have had a person in pay period closing 10/15 who had a $238 order. Essentially what that means is they became a distributor and got the 24-day challenge, and then last pay period they were in the middle of their 24-day challenge and they didn't order again. To reach the 25% discount, you need $500 worth of volume over 3 pay periods, but they don't have to be consecutive. So if last pay period they ordered nothing, you have an opportunity to call them this pay period, let them know they can deepen their discount with an order of $264 that will get to 25%. However, we don't always want to be in that position of asking people for more orders, so what you might want to do is say, how are you doing with products, make some recommendations, do a 3-way phone call, and also ask, hey, do you know anybody else who might be interested in getting similar results? And then do the exact same thing, do a 3-way phone call, do a mix or whatever, to help them generate that volume and get them up to a 25% discount. So this is a great way to help people save more money and also help you increase your volume. Second situation is last pay period, maybe you had that person who did that $238 order. In this pay period they do nothing. Again, you can do the exact same thing. And let's say, for example, that we had a person who did a $238 order here, and they brought in a new distributor who had $50. Well, we have 2 people who we can talk about advancing their discount. We can help this person and we can help this person. And as they piggyback together, we can help actually build a team of advisors as well. So that's kind of how 25% discount works. 30% is a cumulative total of $1,500 over 3 pay periods. And again, they don't have to be consecutive and there's no minimum orders. So on the 30%, let's say on the pay period ending 10/5, you had somebody who did a $780 order, and hopefully you had the conversation with them about qualification, and they're like, no, I don't want to go to advisor at this time. I'm really good at a 25% discount. And then they and maybe some friends ordered a little bit of product. Well, they, with a $220 order, can get to the 30% discount. Or maybe one pay period, they had $398, then they didn't do anything, they didn't order anything, and then maybe they're like, you know what, I want to get to advisor, and they start helping some other people. Not only are they going to have what's called a qualifying order, but they're also going to reach the 30% discount. So know that this can work over 3 pay periods. It doesn't have to be, the pay periods all have to be within a row. However, they don't have to be, there can be a gap. Now, when we start talking about the 40% discount, the requirements become stricter, and they're not my requirements, they are from Advocare, and we've got to follow the rules and we've got to know what the guidelines are so that we don't mess up. And basically, to get to advisor, you need that 40% discount, you need $3,000 worth of volume over 3 consecutive pay periods, and there must be a minimum volume of 500 PGV. Not just $500 of volume, but $500 of personal group volume for that to continue. And the reason I emphasize that PGV is we've got a girl, she was on Grace's team, and in pay period, I think she probably had like an $800 order here and a $600 order here. She is second level to Grace, and the girl who is first level to Grace is not on the road to advisor because she didn't have $500 PGV, so she couldn't capture that. Volume. If that doesn't make sense to you, what I'm saying, get with your leader, and always know that when you're talking to about advisor, you're going to get your leader on the phone to make sure it's super clear. So let's say you had somebody last night who did a $500 order. Okay, it might a $500 retail order with their PGV. Okay, and then the next pay period, they expressed the intent to get to advisor, so now they've got $850 of PGV. This third pay period, they'll have $1,350, and they'll go straight to the 40% discount. And it appears to me that I've kind of skipped ahead. You could also be this person who this pay period, you're talking to somebody who wants to get to advisor and you help them get to $500 PGV, and you identify one person who wants to go straight to advisor. This person will go to advisor and this person will go to advisor. Great, great, great formula to help people move fast. Or maybe you had somebody in pay period ending 10/15 with $500 PGV, and last pay period they had $1,500. Well, they need the remaining, that should not be 2,000, that should be 1,000. This should say 1,000. They need 1,000 more for them to get to the advisor level. They just need 3,000 total. And then finally, you might have somebody, this is a really interesting example. I hope you can see it. I'll lift it up just a little bit. Let's say you have somebody who, this pay period does 500. And next pay period they do 2,350, which is fantastic. Now they have a total of, I believe it's like 2,850, but here's the deal. They only need 150 left to hit the 3,000. However, you must have a $500 minimum. So help them pay attention. You got to help people who are getting to advisor. You got to help them pay attention. And here you might say, wow, you know, with $150 more, we can finish it this pay period. When you're helping people get to advisor, your focus has to be, you have to be laser sharp. You have to be watching for that they have personal group volume and they're not counting their group volume. You have to make sure that this is consecutive, that they're not missing it by a couple of dollars. And what I highly, highly recommend is before you get too far into that process is that you get your leader on the phone and they can walk them through this. But going, especially with 25% discount, what I recommend right now is go to last pay period and identify everybody who ordered who's at 20%, and then go back another pay period. Identify everybody who ordered at 20% and help them do the math and help them see the value of 25%, because a lot of people might say, well, I don't want to make an order of that size. Well, great, they don't have to. But if they have another friend who orders a couple tubs of Spark or 24-day challenge, it will help them increase their volume as well. So we are always looking to help people do one of two things: save money and earn money. And you do that by helping them increase their discount. I hope that helps, and have a fantastic pay period, and go get your holiday snack bars.